Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 95th installment of the Hot Mess Express with the lovely Miss Didi from Didi's Finden and I, Roxanne from Foxy's Fishes. It's so lovely to have you all in with us this evening. I hope you all are well. How are you doing this evening, Miss Didi?
I'm a little tired, but feisty as ever.
Oh, it's so good to be back home with you all amongst the shoal. It is so cold up there, y'all. We got a foot of snow up above last night, and we're expected to get so much more.
Well, not to be bragging, but I believe it was like 80 here today.
So you didn't have to dig an ice hole to get down here this evening.
No, it was like mermaids kept popping up everywhere,
So
trying to
is
get a
this the place where
sunbath.
I call you a heifer?
Yes, I'm a
You
heifer.
heifer.
I'm a heifer mermaid. Oh, it was so hot. But you can't
Oh,
stay up on land
goodness.
too long; you'll start drying out.
I know. You really do. You really start getting chafing and ashy and you start flaking, your scales start peeling back, and you just don't feel good anymore. So you have to come back down and spend some more time down, more back where you belong back home. So
Well, this will
it's
make
nice to be.
Matt extra good, feel extra good because you got to keep it moist.
Yeah, gotta keep it wet, y'all.
It works better wet.
And on that note, let's go through and say hello to all those who joined us in chat.
Did I get
Already. Go through the old fashioned way, shall we? From the top. First in I see clicks images. Welcome. Linda Worth, welcome. TJ Autocross, welcome. GD's Finton, welcome. Ricky De Hoyos, welcome. Craig's Catfish Cave, welcome. Skull Aquatics, welcome. Got Cool Gamer. Let's see, Bunny Aquatics, welcome, lovelies. Noel Brucker, Deb's Aqua Pets, welcome. Al White Sox, hello, welcome, lovely. Let's see who else. TJ Autocross, Silver Creek Aquatics, welcome. Sky Dancer, welcome. I'm not sure if it says Sky Dancer, but if you got two hellos, then you're just not welcome, Sky. Dennis Christensen, welcome. Good evening, sir.
No.
See who else we have in here. Craig says next stop, Crazy Town. Just a little bit. Let's see who else do we have in here. 3G, welcome. Freaky Fish Lady, welcome, lovely. Let's see, who else? KJE, welcome, Keith. Prickly Bell, hello, lovely. How are you? James Aids, hello. How are you doing this evening? Emma the Sea Witch, welcome, lovely. Got so many great people in here. Question.
It was probably a cousin.
Can I be the first merman? I'm sorry, Silver Creek, but that distinguishment already goes to our lovely Mr. Jimmy P. He was our very first merman. But you were more than welcome to come up and be a merman anytime you'd like to be a guest on the Hot Mess Express. We'd like that. That'd be fun. Vibes Aquatics, welcome. He says, let's get the thumbs popping, y'all. Yes, we greatly appreciate that, guys. Let's see, Craig. Big Shrimping, aka Steve. Hello, Steve. Good evening. Got it. A Brady bunch of mer peoples.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hello, Debs. Matt says, if you experience drying out, contact Moist Matt.
I was drying up in the sun today. I had to do something in a hurry. I didn't have time to wait on Matt.
I couldn't go outside too long today here because you would freeze solid. Right now it is 18 degrees Fahrenheit above surface. That's just too cold. So I'm happy to be down here keeping warm, hanging out with all of you guys. So Skitty Nona, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Shane, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Let's see, and I think I'm at the bottom of chat. I think I've caught up with everybody. I am, for once, not a Rico behind. And if I missed anyone, I'm so very sorry. But thank you for joining us this evening. It's so nice to have you in here this evening. Bunny says, Foxy, can I get on the list for another 6 to 8 longfin Paleotis for either April or May? Bunny, I can definitely put you on the list, but if you wouldn't mind, could you just email that to me so I have it down in writing because I'm very ditzy and I will forget. But yes, we can put you down for those. No worries.
You know, she has underwater pressure right now, so that can change. What you can remember.
Yeah. Plus, I don't have anything. I don't have any octopi I can write around right now. I can write with, so it'd be a little difficult to keep notes. And I'm just too much of an airhead to remember well on my own. So please email me that. I greatly appreciate it. Jeff Kane, welcome. Scuba Stevo, welcome. I'm sorry if I missed you. Didn't mean to. Wasn't on purpose.
Super Squad.
Wet Sox says, one more night of -30 that's supposed to warm up a bit. Oh my gosh. Is it going to get a balmy 0 tomorrow, maybe?
Oh my gosh.
That's just too cold. That's just too cold. So, hello, Daniken. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. So, what have you been up to up above surface this week, Miss Didi?
Well, we went down to a beach and
yes,
a couple hours away, and went to the Ripley's Aquarium. And I thought I was going to get to talk to some of our cousins, but as we were doing the tour and when we came to their cove, they were finished for the day. So I didn't get to talk to any of our cousins. I was one mad heifer.
I would have been upset too, especially since how far away was that?
It's a long ways, just like,
yeah, you drove
came
all
down here
that
to
way.
see these mermaids.
all that way, and you missed them. Well, maybe they'll show up at the next Bubble Bar
I'm sure a mermaid will pop up here and there. But we did get to see the rest of the aquarium, and they have one of these little, it's like a treadmill that you step on, and it kind of takes you around the gigantic aquarium. It goes over your head and around on both sides. And it's okay until it turns a corner, because then your feet get lost in a plane, so you have to hurry up and re-stance for it don't throw you off. But you're looking up overhead and you're watching this 4 or 5 foot long shark go over top of your head, so you're not paying attention when they're turning you and everything, because it goes kind of slow. But that was awesome. But when you walk in, there's this giant cylinder cichlid tank. I don't know how many thousands of gallons, but this is how I know my husband's finally catching on. He says, wonder what kind of filtration they got in that thing. Which has been the last question I would have expected him to ask.
That's really awesome, though. That's really cool.
So I know he's starting to pay attention. And then we were somewhere, and they actually showed just one little space where you can see inside the gigantic filtration pipes that are this big. I said, that goes to one tank probably, because the one where the sharks ran, that thing is huge. And the stingrays have a 4 or 5 foot wingspan.
Yeah,
they're huge too. You can almost ride on them,
Is that the technical term for it? Wingspan?
I don't know.
It might be, but that sounds silly. Sketty Nona says, my daughter got to dive in one of those. That's really cool.
But it was great. And if I didn't get to see the cousins and everything, hi, Nathan, it was fine. We'll go back. And
hello, Nathan.
My kid, she says, let's go again tomorrow. But we wanted to go do some other things. So we did. And we went and seen the pirates, of course,
Very cool.
You can't get too far away from the waters,
Well, yeah. And also, they took out so many of our people, so, we really have to finish out the last of what's left of them. So it's only fair.
You got to keep your eye on them, because, they're trickery, it's trickery there.
Exactly.
But there was no mermaids lost in that show.
Good. That's good to hear. Any pirates though? Did we get any?
No, but there were some very talented pirates. They did a lot of the with the long, I don't know what you call it, the long pieces of fabric where they go and spin and hang and turn, and then they would drop into the water from way up high, and very strong and athletic and flips, and they had dogs, doing.
They were entertaining the sharks before they fed them.
Yes. Okay. And when you go into water, you got to hurry and get out in shark-infested waters. And they had a battle of the trying to get Jones's treasures, and we were on the crimson team, and my kid got one of those little flags, little red flags, and so we won all of the bouts. Nice. So we won the treasure. Yeah.
Very nice.
But last time we went, she would cover her ears and scream with noises. And, they do a lot of loud pop, 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 pops and stuff like that. But she would kind of like, a little bit. And then she, wee! So, because, I have to act even sillier because I have to get her boosted up.
Yeah.
She said, Didi, you can calm down.
That's so cute. That's so cute. I'm glad. It sounds like you guys had a fantastic vacation.
It's not really logs, but it looks like logs. But they had a little rat terrier come and run across them from one side of the pond to the other. That was so cute. That was great. It was awesome. And plus, it's a dinner attraction, so you eat while they eat. Well, you can't eat because you're doing this all the time. And they're going to get your place. It's like I haven't even started good. You want me to clap? Something.
Dinner and a show, but you can't do both at once.
So we brought most of our dinner home and ate it after we got home back to North Carolina.
Well, it sounds like you had an amazing vacation. It's such, in fact, that butterfly wants to go back again tomorrow. So A+. You guys deserve that break, that vacation. So I'm glad you were able to get away and relax and have some fun. So, right back to the fishy business. That is
coming right back to a big old water change.
Yeah, right. And Kenny says Danny will be on Crafted tonight. Awesome, Kenny. What's the craft going to be tonight? Hello, Jeff Kane. Welcome.
Danny's got the hookup with her kiln and all that stuff.
I know. Those pleco caves she's been making are awesome. Jeff Kane says, Foxy, are we done getting snow yet? No, Jeff, unfortunately not yet, sir. It's snowing right now. There goes my crown. See, it's upset. I can't even. StreamYard's mirrored backwards, so everything feels wrong on my head. I'm just all kinds of crooked. Sage, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Lady Warshak, welcome.
And Nona says somebody is going to Sacramento who's fish fam out there. Well, we have Jimmy P in California, Stephanie, Aquarium Supplies California. Is Junebug only Oscars? Is she in California too?
June is in California, yes.
And Luke Wing. And I'm sure I'm missing somebody. Hi, Miss Susan. Hi, Merrick.
Hello, Miss Susan and Merrick. I didn't get down that far yet, but welcome.
Paul McCartney.
If you guys haven't noticed yet, I'm on a different device this evening. That's why the videos looks a little different. So I'm used to having StreamYard pulled up on my phone to see current chat, and then up on the computer to see previous chat. But now that I have a normal webcam, I'm not using the phone, so I only have previous chat. So I'm probably going to be a little bit behind. So forgive me and allow me to catch up here with you guys.
It goes slow in the water. You will catch up. As long as you don't drown, you will catch up.
I just had to get a new routine in place with the new camera. So once all that's set up, I shouldn't have to worry about it. But new camera, first day, episode 95. Hi, how are you guys here? And welcome to Susan. I just got to you and Merrick T. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
I was just watching Beck's Fish Room, the OBS 101 lesson that they gave us a long time ago.
Yeah.
So I was taking notes. Of course, it was so late, I didn't get a chance, to do it. But
Mhm.
maybe next week I'll have a green screen. Maybe.
Awesome. And then you can teach me.
I'm gonna try. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm gonna try.
Hello, Paul McCarthy. Welcome. Let's see.
So, what was new for you? You did a viewing for your a showcase viewing for your babies, didn't you?
Yes. I had a few appointments for people to pick out their axolotl babies on the rack this weekend. So we did that. And so Jeffree Star is still sitting. The top row is where all the babies that have been picked up are being put until they're shipped out, which will be in a few weeks. Weather's approaching. Although it doesn't feel like it with all this snow up there this today. Shipping really is right around the corner. So all the babies that have been selected, we're putting on the top rack. So right now we have up there Jeffree, Bean, Didi,
Oh, we got a
and
Didi.
yes, Miss Didi was selected. And who else was selected? Oh, and Miss Lucy was selected. So those are the guys that we have up top to be shipped out. We had some local ones go out. So those ones have been doing good as far as I've heard from the people that have taken them. And then also I was supposed to be on Bob's, but I want to call him Brian and Peplin at the same time.
Brian
Why am I
Pep.
so nervous this evening? Calm down. Calm down. You're fine. You're in a safe space. Nobody can harm you. I don't know why I'm so nervous this evening. I think it's just because I'm not used to like being more than just a head. So forgive my nervousness. But on Sunday we were on Bob Kaler's stream with the Tennessee Fish Mafia.
And I hate I
Brian and
missed
I.
it.
And I know but you were out having a fantastic time with the family, so that is a-okay. There's always the replay to watch. So, but I got to talk about the baby axolotls and just axolotls in general and the conservation and preservation methods currently underway to preserve the species, because not many people are aware that axolotls are functionally extinct in their native habitat, and they surmise by 2025 that there won't be any more left in the wild, although at last sample in 2022 they didn't find any already. So the live stream was talking about the conservation and the preservation of axolotls and their history and how people can help, what they can do in places that they can research and how they can spread the word. And then we also showed them some of the baby axolotls as well. And just trying to push the word out there and spread as much knowledge about the axolotl and try to save those babies. So that was the basis of Bob's live stream. And it was really fun. And it was awesome that Brian stuck around and helped and hung out. And I got to talk about them while he got to show all of them. So that was really cool. It was a lot more smoother.
He went up with you, right?
Yeah, he did.
I haven't
Surprisingly,
even
like it wasn't planned, so it was really cool.
He stood by his woman.
Like even when I'm on lives, like if I'm ever invited up, which is honestly rare anymore, I should like say like, hey guys, I'll come up more often. But he'll usually just be sitting right off camera, usually just because I'm a nervous wreck. So he just sits here and like emotionally supports me, and I greatly appreciate that because I shake like a leaf and there's no reason to. I'm totally safe. I'm literally in my room in a corner talking to a camera all by myself, surrounded by fish tanks. Why am I so afraid? But a lot of people go through this too. I'm not the only one that experiences this. So it's just awesome to have like someone actually by me, like Brian, like for support, because literally like him just putting his hand on my back, like I stopped shaking like immediately. It's just very calming. He has a very calming effect on me.
Oh, oh.
Hi, Harry. We are mermaids. Can't you
He's
tell?
asking if it's Halloween. Well, it's
No,
never
on
too
Halloween, we're
soon.
human.
Yeah, we're landlubbing right now, but we'll go back in the water after this.
Hmm.
I'm surprised,
Well,
the diver man. I'm surprised we haven't ran into him. Sometimes.
I know. Where has he been? We've been down here and I haven't seen him one time. But I know last we spoke, he was on a mission to clean up all the plastics in the ocean. So maybe he's out there imploring the narwhals and such and the dolphins to help him round up all those plastics before they become microplastics. So, because I haven't seen many of our narwhal friends down here while we've been here either. So I
Well,
think that's
also,
what
he's
he might have
been
been up to.
working with some of the people with the waterways up near that train collision track
Oh, yes.
wreck. He's been
Yeah.
working, testing some waters, I guess, going up
Yeah.
there and finding out some stuff.
That is very unfortunate because we are mermaids. We are in the fish fam. We keep fishies. We also have something called the Hot Mess Express where we derail every Thursday. And this is all fun and silliness and sometimes education if people have asked us a question and we have an answer. But it literally broke my heart to hear about the train derailment and the controlled burn off of highly toxic hazardous chemicals and what it's doing in the environment. And it makes me I feel really bad. Like we should know better and we should be able to do better. We should start doing better. And I really hope the people that have done that are held responsible because that's going to have long-term harmful effects. So thank you, Scuba, or thank you, Diver Man,
See,
for
like when we
helping in
derail,
that
it's just
situation.
funny. So it's
Yeah,
no consequences to the environment.
yeah,
That's why we come up here and do our derailment.
yeah. Yeah, our train is water safe, I promise. And you guys will see that in the new intro that I'm working on. It's been a month in the work, Miss Didi, but it's like halfway done. You guys are gonna love it. I'm working extra hard on it. I think it's next level for what I'm normally capable of editing, and I think you guys are just gonna love it. It's gonna be a ride. So hopefully that'll be done in the next couple of weeks. I'll put the final touches on it, and then I hope to roll that out for you guys. And you can see, yes, our train is water safe and water friendly. So Nathan says I can make an entire video in my head and know actually what I want to say, etc. But as soon as I hit record, I'm a nervous Nelly and forget how to human. Oh my goodness, you too, Nathan. I'm glad I'm not alone. You have found your people, sir. We are here.
That's right. And McKim is in here. Hello.
Hello, welcome. And Scuba asks, has Jeffrey been good, Foxy's fishes? Scuba, Jeffrey has been super awesomely good since she's been put on her own little container on the rack. She has not jumped out. She eats her foods every day. She's been awesome. She's super healthy. I should send you an update photo on her. She's doing really good though. Super
The one
awesome.
thing that kind of surprised me at the axolotl display at that aquarium, they talked about how they, lived around in the caves of Mexico, but they never mentioned anything about temps. It was not
About
on
temperatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for somebody, most people would think, oh, it's hot in Mexico, and they just don't clarify that.
Yeah. Well, Lake Xochimilco and its tributaries used to be fed by mountain streams, which were very cold water streams. And although it is the desert area that the waters are let into because it was deep water, it was kept very cold. And that's why everything in the water adapted to be cold. And that's why axolotls, and actually there's 5 total specimens there, species, within the salamander family that can choose to transform at will. So they can choose to morph into their next salamander form, or they can stay in their neotempic form, like the axolotl. And the reason that is because of the harsh conditions, because they're used to cold, cool waters. But if they need to find another puddle, they can walk away, hence the name Mexican walking fish, to another place to find safety. But if it dries up, they can't evolve to their next form, whereas the other 4 species in the area can. So that puts the axolotls at a disadvantage. And another thing that puts them at a disadvantage is that all those freshwater, cool water, river stream, mountain fed streams that were fed into Lake Xochimilco have been taken up by agriculture and industry. And there's actually no natural water being pumped into what is left of Lake Xochimilco, which is only a 90 by 90 kilometer canal system, Chimpanera Islands intermediary. So these guys have no fresh water in these little canals. The only water returned to these canals is treated water from a frigging sewage plant. It's the only water returned to these canals. So there's huge conservation efforts and preservation efforts underway to teach farmers on these chimpineras, these little plots of land, how to monitor these waterways, because these waterways are left up to these farmers to take care of. So they're teaching them bog systems and how not to use very bad fertilizers and how to calculate the correct amount of right fertilizer to use, and trying to teach them to go back to the old ways of farming so the waterways aren't becoming polluted. And the waterways are starting to come back, but they're still not wholly sustainable for axolotls yet. And they're not, they've tested some water on some axolotls and they have survived, but they weren't thriving. So they pulled them from that test. But so currently they're functionally extinct in the waterways, and there's big efforts by MOHA, which is a program in Mexico that is the one that's doing all the fundraising and the conservation and preservation efforts, teaching the farmers the resources and hiring people to go out there to do the teaching, the plant distribution, the marginal plants in the bog systems, also replanting native trees, because a lot of the trees have been taken out due to the farming on these little plots of land, and also removing the invasive species of fish that have been introduced to the waterways, such as certain cichlids and the mojara fish. They're very detrimental to the population of axolotls. They find them quite tasty. And there's another program called SciBac, which is through the university down there, right in Xochimilco. So they have taken over an abandoned quarry, and in this quarry have formed 4 round lakes that have bubbled up with fresh water, and they've introduced a population of axolotls to this quarry, to these lakes, with tracking monitors, and they introduced 10, and last they drag netted, they found 150.
Wow.
So they're spawning again, and that makes me so very happy. Although it's not their native habitat, it's not very far from home. It's just a few miles away, and these guys are going to be used and kept genetically diverse by SciBac to be able. I'm sorry, I get emotional because this just makes me happy. That they're going to be reintroduced to Lake Xochimilco if the conservation efforts can never be funded enough for it to be fully cleaned up and held sustainable for an ecosystem for these guys. So um, that's so exciting.
That is.
And that can use all the funding it can. And you can find all the information on these projects at the MOHA website, which is in Spanish, but if you look in the upper right hand corner of the website, it'll say click here for English, and it changes the whole thing to English for you. And there's a video on there to show you the conservation efforts, what all the donations are going towards. And also have links on there for SciBack so you can see the axolotl breeding program and the success that they're having so far and what you can do to help these guys, whether it's financially, if you can actually go down there and volunteer some of your time, or if it's like what you're doing, what I'm doing, just spreading the word as much as possible, reaching as many ears as possible, setting it into as many hearts as possible, so we never lose this species. The species is very important and it needs to stay around longer than us. So if any of you guys could help us do that, I would greatly appreciate it.
Nathan says if you start crying, they're going to start crying too.
I'm sorry. I'm very, very passionate about these guys. I love them so much. And they're so close to not being here anymore. Naturally, they're technically not. And that's scary. It's only through the hobbyists like I and Jess and other axolotl breeders and the conservation efforts of people like SciBack that these guys even still exist or in laboratories, but they're not safe until they're home. And I'm hoping you guys can help us get them home. So,
well, maybe one day they will have an axolotl contest like they do for the fish at the Clash.
yeah.
So who's got the best axolotl?
The best axolotl. I honestly think the best axolotl would be the axolotl with the strongest diverse genetic genes, because that's what they're struggling with right now. You can have a brown one or a white one or a copper one or a blue one or a lavender one, but if it doesn't have good genes, what do you have? Right? So that's another big part of the SciBack program, is that they're collecting axolotls samples, DNA samples from all over the world to genetically diversify and keep their population strong. So a lot of people swab their axolotls, send in the payment just to pay for the DNA testing to offset the cost for SciBack. And they test the genetics. And if your axolotls are good enough, genetically diverse enough, I should say, is the correct terminology, they'll ask you to mail them some eggs when your axolotl spawns so they can add them to their breeding program to keep their populations genetically diverse. And the reason that they need to do this is because the axolotls are coming on a genetic bottleneck. The ones that are in laboratories have been technically brought up from the same population since 1864 from Dumaret, when he was the first one to start breeding them over in France. And they've had some other species spliced in with them, with like the Andersoni, to keep them going, but that makes them hybridized, so they're not pure. So a lot of the lab species are not sustainable. They can breed, they do breed, but they are not pure axolotls. So they're not a good selection for the program, but there are still personal, like private people, hobbyists mostly, that have genetic differences that are not lab specimens. So that's actually what we'll be doing. Is I'm actually going to be swabbing my axolotls, my leucistics, and sending them out to SciBack to see if they're good enough to be accepted into their program, because that would be such an honor to be able to help put some babies back in the world and keep them going. Oh my goodness, why am I so emotional? Get over yourself. I'm sorry, guys. I love these little babies so very much. And I need to stress how very important it is that I need help. They all need help. Cyback needs help. Moha needs help. The axolotl themselves needs your guys' help. So if you can, please do help. Mikem says, I would buy one or several from you tomorrow if I was living close to you. It was years since I saw one here, although one Mexican girl visiting my LFS always spoke about them when I met her 4 years ago. They are so very cool, Mikem. They are so very cool. And I wish I could send them to you, but I know that you're not very close. Oh, but I will send you videos and photos if you like, and you can live vicariously through that. I love these guys so much. And they literally... can't even explain it. Like, I love fish, but axolotls are like, whoa. As soon as you see them, they go like this, and they stole your heart. There's like nothing you can do about it. It's theirs, and you're never getting it back. That's what happened to me. True story.
Well, they walk, which is more pet-like,
Mm-hmm.
and they come up, they recognize you. And so,
Mm-hmm.
it makes them very endearing, like a betta. A betta is always usually, most
Yeah.
of them are like more pet-like than a whole thing of tetras or something.
Yeah. And hello, Fission. I'm just seeing you come in now. I'm at 6:22 in chat. I'm not too far
Vision
behind.
is visiting family, and I think he said Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll run into Ed. Which, by the way, Ed's last week that sponge filter hiding tree thing that he made. Oh, I love
Yeah.
that. I got to make some of those.
Hmm.
That was awesome because I have sponge filters in all of my tanks, even the ones on canisters. I still have them hooked up to sponge. So in case if I need to take a canister down or something, I still have some filtration going in there.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, we're so far behind the chat, guys. I'm sorry. Time to snowblow the driveway so I could still get out in the morning. Jeff Kane says, oh my goodness, yes. Brian's daughter was telling us when she came over earlier that the snowplow company came and plowed out like the parking lot where she parks her car. And they plowed her in 2 feet of bank on every side of that poor girl's car. She had to dig herself out today to come over. Oh my goodness. And she's like... lucky she's like 5 feet. She's just a little one. So she had a lot of digging to do.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's the thing. They run through and it just pushes it somewhere else. So,
Yeah.
Clear one way and pack up another one. So if
Oh.
anybody doesn't know, Roxanne and Pevlin are going to go to the class this year.
Yes, we are. We get to go to Clash, and so is Miss Didi. Miss Didi will be at the Clash as well. I finally get to give you a hug in real life, not in the water. We get to be dry and give each other a hug. Woohoo!
And ever.
I'm so excited about that. So yes, if you guys don't know, the Clash is an awesome event happening. Oh my goodness, what is the date? Is it September 20th to the 24th, I believe? That's what we booked our hotel room for, so I hope so. And it's going to be in Morgantown, Pennsylvania. And if you guys aren't going to be there, you will be. Yes, I did it.
Scuba, it's always better wet.
But yes, there's going to be so much fun. There's going to be classes, speakers. There's going to be escaping contests. There's going to be give a kid a tank as well. So there's going to be escaping contests for kids. There's going to be things to buy, fishies, plants, hardscapes, medicine, and so many of our fish fan folks are going to be there. So if you guys are close to Morgantown, PA, or if you can swim on over, find your way there, please come visit us at the Keystone class. It would be so awesome to meet all of you guys in my home state. I can't wait. I hope to see you guys there. Oh my goodness, it's going to be so much fun. Are you, you are going to be exhausted when you get home from that as well, Miss Didi. I'm going to be exhausted from it. You're going to be like broken.
But do you know that Fish Fam Link rented a private room for the YouTubers to be able to stream without all the background noises going on around
nice.
them? So,
I did not know that they personally rented it. I know that they sponsored the
the space.
Yes.
So
I knew that is so awesome. And I don't have any Fish Fam stuff or link. I put my sign away for the
look now, y'all got to get these things.
Yes,
y'all got to get these things.
They come in very handy, and your lanyards as well. I have them both away because I want to keep them safe and not get them all scratched up. But yes, that's so awesome. Thank you so much for doing that, fishfam.link. You guys are so awesome. Great support.
Speaking of fishfam.link, there's a brand new stream starting this coming Tuesday.
Oh, yes, I heard something about that. A little lobster might have told me a little something about that.
I think it's at 7:30. I might be wrong, but correct me, somebody, if I'm incorrect. But Jenna, Annette, and myself will be doing a shopping trip. And this particular week is going to be on Aquarium Co-op. And Eric Wyrock is going to be the guest shopper. And then there's going to be some giveaways.
Nice.
So, have to come and find out what it's all about, so just be there Tuesday night.
And I believe, if I heard correctly, the first shopping is going to be at Aquarium Co-op, correct?
Yes.
Nice. That's such a cool idea. Awesome, gals. That's going to be a really good stream. Can't wait to watch it.
Well, it's not my idea. I would just always get in at the tail end. They
just get hooked into everything. Is that how that works?
I think I've set a precedent on how this works. I just come in at the end,
Yeah.
No, but they've done all the background work. Them and Matt is working on giveaway tools through Fish Fam Link. All kinds of stuff is coming up with that. So. If you're not part of Fish Fam Link, go check it out.
Yes, please do. They are Matt built the website, but there's so many great people working behind the website with Matt, making sure that it all runs smoothly and making sure that everyone's stuff is posted and everyone's content is accessible, and that you can find all the Fish Fam members through fishfam.link. So thank you to everybody that worked so hard behind the sscenes on that.
And thank you, Aquarium Co-op, for sponsoring this one.
So. Yes, thank you so much. And Mikam says, do you have a distance lease option, Roxanne? Perhaps an idea. People love strange animals. Bet some would pay for a 5-minute video of their adopted one every week. Distance lease.
Well, no. You adopt animals from afar and you get a little picture or see a video of a monkey or a tiger or something.
I think he means for the axolotls, can people buy them and keep them here and just get updated photos and videos of them? I don't want that life. They just get photos and videos of them until they can have them home with them, just so they can get an update on their babies, and their babies can say, hi, Mom or Dad, or look what I can do, or look at the new trick I learned, or look at the heck I'm giving Miss Roxanne here. So...
Look, I'm talking about the hard workers, and look, they start coming in.
Hello, Jenna. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening.
But it's a privilege to be able to work with them. They're really
awesome.
Got it going, very professional. It's just so.
Yes. I strive to not be such a hot mess one day, but we're always going to be this.
John is here.
Hello, John. Welcome. The Vibe says to remember to give some love and smash, hug the like button, y'all. Thank you very much for that, Vibes. And all y'all that hit the like button for us. We're 47 in chat. Thank you to all 47 of you for joining us this evening. Let's see. KG says, I keep a lot of goodies, and they come from Mexico. All are colder water fish. That's how far behind I am. I'm at 628. Glassbox Swimmers, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I know you came in almost half an hour ago.
You know, you were into something that's very passionate for you, so you have to go
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, I'm
It
sorry.
kind of looks like the
I
axolotls will
almost
swim
dropped a
behind you.
mermaid pearl, guys, but I held it in. So
What happens when a mermaid tear hits land?
turns into a pearl.
Pearl.
Mhm.
And happy belated birthday, Lefty.
Happy belated birthday, Lefty. Do we have any other Fish Fam birthday people in chat for this week?
I am so far out of the loop since this week. I didn't get to do much of videos and live streams, and I just did a few here and there.
Yeah, girl, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit behind too. I've been lurking, but I have not been able to interact too much with all these axolotls and all these new baby fishies coming up. So let me just say a blanket happy birthday to every one of our showmates that celebrated a birthday this week.
I know where I can go.
Fishfam.link.
Yes, I can. And I can see who has a birthday.
And then we can personally name them and play the happy birthday song for them.
The 22nd was Lefty. And my good friend Carl.
Happy
and
birthday,
the 19th
Carl.
was Silver Creek, Aquarius Garcia's Aquatics.
Happy birthday, Silver Creek and Garcia Aquatics.
Then we had Jess, Main's Tails, Fur and Fins.
Oh my goodness,
Aquatic
happy
Morning
birthday,
Show.
Jess. And I believe we also had Fish Fam Mom Susan's birthday this week as well.
We have Annette, Mystery Snell Guardians.
Mystery Snell Guardians, happy birthday.
And then we had Hippie John.
Hippie John, happy birthday, brother. We miss you. See you soon.
3G.
3G, happy birthday. I did not know it was your birthday this week, buddy. Happy birthday.
Nancy B.
Nancy B in Tennessee, happy birthday.
Jadron. That carries us back to the 12th.
Wow.
If you want to know something, go to fishfam.link and you can find out everything. Of course,
yes, thank you so much for that.
Some silly videos on some information, you know, and I'm just trying to give you some information. Just have a good time too. So don't take them personally. It's just having fun and doing what I do, being silly. But I know.
I'm sorry, I keep talking over you. I think you got some water in my ears.
You just don't know that I know things, because I don't act like I know anything.
But yes, guys, on that, happy birthday.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's a great day. That's what we say. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday!
Look, remember last week, Hip Hop Hillbilly was talking about how he couldn't have tanks in his new apartment?
Yes.
Well, he's done put himself up a 10-gallon anyways. The heck with it, he says. He's going to do it. Anyway.
Like the power clicks. I like the way you think. Keep it up.
Just be careful.
Just build a cabinet around it to hide it away when they come in to inspect, okay? Be safe. Safety first.
And Miss Susan's here.
Welcome, Miss Susan. Happy belated birthday, lovely.
And Ian can't hear us, but he's watching. I guess he's working, maybe. And we did learn something tonight. It wasn't all silliness. We learned a few things.
Yeah.
I always learn something from Fish Fam every single time. It may be a little piece, but you know what? It all adds up together.
Exactly.
So, you know, if you just keep your ears open and your mind right, you catch things that you don't even realize. Oh my gosh, I know that now. I learned that, you know.
So
it's
very
scary.
much from the Fish Fam. So very much from the Fish Fam. So I wouldn't be nearly as good of a fish keeper if it wasn't for the knowledge I've learned from you guys. So we pick up little bits of knowledge everywhere we go. We're always expanding, and just thank you all for being such a supportive shoal and helping us all grow as better fish keepers together. You guys help us all be amazing.
Have fun and learn.
Yes, exactly. And Danica says, did not know you and Didi were going in Peplin. I may have to figure out a way to go now. You need to go, Kenny, and you need to bring Danny too. We need you in the clash, please.
My husband's excited about going too. And Lord knows now that he knows all about filtration. But look, he drove me all over the place to look at fish stores when we were down there and set up in a hot car when I was in there for like an hour or so. You know?
That's very nice.
Because you can't just run in.
Yeah.
If you start talking with somebody who works there,
Mm-hmm.
especially when they know the business, you know, you learn stuff. I learned stuff about fish that I love, you know, that I didn't have, you know. So, but it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. Now I see what they actually do look like full size, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And just, you know, if you've never seen them, because, you know, our stores don't carry a lot of, we do, you know, the main normal fish. Every once in a while, something a little different comes in, but it's usually the plain Jane that's going to sell, you know, pretty easy. And How to Garden, thank you for coming in. And Tim, thank you.
Garden. And Clicks Images says, we are planning on making it. I will be bringing my own mermaid with me. Nice, Clicks.
Oh, wow.
Maybe we know her.
Yeah.
It's very possible.
I
mean, there's not many mermaids we don't know, so.
Swimming sister. Have her bring her outfit, you know.
Exactly.
We're bringing ours. We're going to be up on land.
Is did you want to do a stream from the Clash?
Well, if you want to, I'm game.
I think that would be fun. I mean, probably a little bit stressful, but also fun, but also less stressful now that it's its own little room. So I think we should plan on doing a special live from the Clash for shoalmates.
Well, I thrive on pressure, so bring it, sister.
Let's do it. I make diamonds under pressure. Let's go. Oh,
we go from wet to hard.
I did that flex too hard, and now my armpit muscle feels funny.
I'm not going to be able to move tomorrow. I better be as silly as I want to be today. Because I took out 3 big flower boxes.
Yeah.
It added soil amendments and every kind of thing, and added some back. Didn't put some back, but I had a batch of gladiola bulbs. I kid you not, they are intertwined like this.
Wow.
And my husband had to finally come out and help me so I could pull on them while he could dig up around the edges. So I know tomorrow I'm going to pay for all that. Hey, John, Select Pat.
Hello, Select Pat. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. And right at the tail end of things, coming in the back door, we see you.
There might be a mermaid sighting.
Yeah. Wait, am I joining late? I'm a little lost. Are we looking for mermaids at the Clash?
Maybe there'll be a competition for mermaids. Who knows? It might grow.
Is that an entry for one of the judgments? Can you enter a mermaid? Because I might be available.
All mermaids.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter anything. Mermaids are just gorgeous creatures.
There's a little mermaid in all of us.
Yeah. And if you don't believe it, you know, go out there and try to do some mind stuff with one. They'll set you straight.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Am I missing
You'll never
anything
win with a mermaid in the water.
49. Hello, George. RB3. Welcome.
Georgie.
Scuba says free the hippie. Yes. Free the hippie. He'll be home soon. Ian, welcome, lovely. Just about to leave, lovely. I know I'm seeing 7 minutes late, but I apologize. And we love you too, Miss Susan.
That is an excellent question, Skull.
Is Eric going to be a lobster? He better be. I sent him some equipment to help his outfit out.
And if Jess goes, she could be a betta.
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
And Shanna could be an axolotl.
Yes.
And New Local Austin could be the, what was that weirdo called that was exposing himself?
Tic Tac Bandit?
Yeah, he was the Tic Tac Bandit at Aqua Dallas a while back. I got so scared because I saw Tic Tac Bandit behind Shanna and Jess up there. They were doing a live stream, and I thought, "Oh my God, he's on the stage with them!" And it was New Local Austin. He was having a good time. I was expecting some trousers to drop.
Yeah, I'm so excited. The clash is going to be so much fun. We're also doing the Catfish Cataclysm in Madison in July as well. We're going to be a vendor there. It's going to be our first vending event, so we're very excited about that. So we're getting up to a lot of fishy events this year. We're going to get to meet some more of our fish fam. I'm so excited to meet the fish fam, the shoalmates, and we get to do a live stream from the clash. We're going to have to schedule that. I'm excited about that. Bickham says, I just finished doing water changes on one of my 30-gallon Episto tanks. I think I messed things up. A female came out of her cave being very angry and yellow, probably spawned today. We'll see if eggs develop okay. It should be fine, Bickham. You probably just like made it a little ornery, but you know, that's how they are. So let her be. She'll come down. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
Your eggs will be fine too. As long as
Yeah,
the water parameters are on a huge drastic swing and just you're basically removing the nitrates, you don't have anything to worry about. But you don't really want to be changing the eggs if you knowingly know there's changing the water if you knowingly know there's eggs in there, unless you know the water's stagnant or needs a water change. But you'll be fine. They'll be fine. It's all fine. It's fine.
That's true.
Hip Hop Hillbilly says, I can see someone going as a pleco rolling down around belly down on a long board. Oh my God, is that you, Hip Hop? Is that going to be you?
It might be me. That's the way to get
Ian
around.
says, I'm sorry, I keep talking over you, but I can barely hear you and the lag, so that's not a good thing. Next few week I'll have things more fine-tuned, so I'm not talking over you as much. I apologize.
Oh, it's fine. I know I'm a little bit ahead of yours.
Because you're in the future, like Australia, right, Craig? And Ian says,
Craig
okay, putting my
knows
phone in my pocket now. I clock out when you end this. I'm so sorry, Ian, but you get to go home and hang with Kat and give her a huge hug from me, please. So that'd be awesome. You get to go home, chill with your girlfriend and your lovely fishies, and just enjoy your evening.
Yeah, that's a young man with a brilliant future in the fish world. I mean, he's
Yes.
so young with all the
Yes.
knowledge that he has.
He's highly intelligent and he's willing to learn and he takes criticism well. So he's gonna go far. And
Yes.
Griffin says, hello ladies, hello Griffin, and goodbye Griffin, because it's 7 p.m. and we gotta get the Dodge out of here. Kelly's not going this evening because she's in Costa Rica enjoying her vacation.
Hanging
She's
around with a
feeling
bunch of
better.
monkeys.
I'm sorry?
She's hanging around with a bunch of monkeys.
I know. She sent me the video. That's so freaking cool. You just don't touch them. Don't let them touch you. You don't touch them. Don't let them touch any of your things.
Don't touch
And
the
it's cool.
monkey.
Oh, look at this. Look, I'm slipping already. Okay.
You got my problem for I had last week.
Okay, so and Jenna says, what if Tim goes as the crypt keeper from Tales of the Crypt? That would be awesome.
Good.
Oh my goodness. That'd be so
Good Lord,
cool.
are
I
we
used
going to
love
turn the
watching that
class
show when I
into
was
a
little.
pre-Halloween place?
One more time.
Are we going to turn the class into a pre-Halloween place? Maybe?
That would be cool because it is in September. And then
Or are we all just
be
acting out our inner
weirdos. That'd be so
childhood fantasies?
Yeah, I mean, it's so cool. What do you guys think? I think that's a good idea.
It would be fun just to bring something and, not all the time, but put it out there.
Yeah.
Just have a little gathering where you do your thing.
Exactly.
Bring out the change, whatever you're into.
And let's go over and check fishfam.link now, actually, and see who's up streaming next. Head on over to the calendar.
And y'all don't forget about that live stream on Tuesday.
Yes.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be
That's just
awesome.
for
I can't wait for it.
That's
So this
just the
evening,
first
Kelly
one.
isn't going, but it says that KG Tropicals is supposed to be going. So we all can head on over to KG Tropicals. Miss Didi, what do you think we should send them on over there with the hashtag?
Well, John probably wouldn't appreciate it. It works better wet. He might like, oh, I don't know what that means, and it might not sound right. Mermaids.
Yes, how about that? Hashtag mermaids. Simple and sweet, and it shouldn't upset John. So,
He
right,
has to concentrate on what he's talking about. So
exactly.
he likes it wet in his fish room too, because if it ain't wet, it ain't working.
Oh, we all like it a little wet, don't we now?
If it ain't wet, it ain't working.
All right, but Miss Didi, is there anything you'd like to say before we head on off for this evening besides see you guys Tuesday?
I love my fish fam. Don't ever
Yes.
forget that. Love every one of you.
Yes. And I want to say thank you, Miss Didi, for being my awesome partner in crime, co-host, bestie. As always, I love you so very much, and I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for all
Love
the
you too,
support you
girl.
give me here as a co-host and behind the scenes as an emotional wreck that I am. Just thank you for being an amazing friend. I love you so very much. Thank you. And mods, thank you for all the hard work you do, putting up those links about the random things we talk about at the drop of a hat and keeping us safe from all those bots and trolls in chat. Thank you so much for the hard work that you do. We appreciate it. And whether you're a lurker, participant, or replay crew, we love all of you. Thank you so much for spending this hour with us here this evening on the Hot Mess Express, and we cannot wait to have you back next Thursday, right back here, same time, same stream, same parent, the Hot Mess Express. And who knows what shenanigans we'll get up to next week, and you never know, maybe we'll even have a guest. Nothing's ever planned. We'll figure it out. But go forth, guys, and remember, your loved ones are here. They live far away, give them a call, and just check in on them. Let them know you're thinking about them. Send them some love. If you're lucky enough to have your loved ones close by, pull them in, give them a hug and a kiss, and just let them know you love them, because tomorrow is not promised, but today is a gift, a present. Please use it to spread a little love. And you know what? While you're at it, it doesn't hurt to be a little kind. So go forth and be kind, gosh darn it. And we'll see you right back here next week on the Hot Mess Express. I love each and every one of you. Have a fantastic weekend. Be safe. Bye.
Here is her mom now. Here is her baby
What's that? Is that a snail? Snail. What about that? Is that the cats? Bailey calls them the cats. You gonna give them kisses?
Did you just give the fishy a kiss? Oh.